the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Well, good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. We are starting today off with cloudy conditions out there, but we are tracking some rain, so definitely keep it here. We'll have a check of that forecast coming up in just a bit.
Also coming up this morning on DC News Now, a fire ripping through a home in Prince George's County, leaving several without a place to sleep. We're going to take you to the scene in a second and get you up to speed on what we know so far. Also, the political headache continues for President Biden after yet another set of papers are uncovered in his Delaware home. What investigators found after spending several hours searching. And later on, what do you think about this? Carrying on campus? How university students are reacting to an ongoing debate surrounding gun laws and concealed carry at schools. We're taking this one straight to the people. We'll hear from them in just a second. But first, a live look outside. You got Reagan National Airport up on your screen right now. And boy, if you're headed to the airport today, I envy you so much. I'd love to be up in a plane right now because it's gloomy and it's rainy and it's really, really chilly here in Washington, D.C. today. Certainly not the pick of the weekend. Yesterday was the day to be outside. How bad is it going to be today, Brittany?
Yeah, Joe, you know, today's Sunday, but we are not going to be seeing any sun. We are talking about showers as we head into the afternoon. Satellite right now showing you what's been going on across the entire mid-Atlantic. The past few hours, you could see that deck of clouds just gracing the entire DMV. This is going to be the trend heading into our afternoon ahead of a system that we're keeping our eye out for. Right now, radar showing you we are dry across the DMV, but that's going to change. We have the system off to our south, currently giving Atlanta, Georgia, portions of the Carolinas, Tennessee, Kentucky rain with the precipitation of wintry mix there in southern Virginia. Now, that has sparked up a few winter weather advisory, mainly just west of I-81. This is set to expire about 10 p.m. tonight, and that's because there could be that potential of us seeing some wintry precipitation there. So definitely keep it here. We'll have a check of that forecast coming up, Joe, in just a bit.
All right, Brittany Ward to start us off there from the Weather Center. Brittany, thank you. We are following some breaking news as we come on the air this morning. We're still on top of that shooting in California. Listen to this, a gunman on the loose in California right now, as the Los Angeles County Sheriff Department is confirming that 10 people were killed and at least 10 others were hurt in a mass shooting overnight during a Lunar New Year celebration. This is in Monterey Park, not too far from downtown LA. We have very, very limited information still at this hour, but this is the 5th mass shooting so far this year and the deadliest since 21 people were killed at an elementary school in Uvalde, Texas last year. A business owner across the street from where this happened telling the Los Angeles Times that the shooter had multiple rounds of ammo so he could reload. We're going to stay on top of this for you. Of course, we are off the air in the next hour at 9 o'clock. So head to dcnewsnow.com for around-the-clock updates on this story. We're going to follow it for you as it develops. Let's take you now to Prince George's County, where 2 people were found dead inside of that home there that caught fire last night. These photos and videos coming in from first responders who got to the scene. We are also told that the response to that fire injured 3 firefighters as well. This happened at around 10 p.m. on Center Drive in Temple Hills. 2 additional adults were able to be saved. They are now without a home. That investigation continues. Also breaking this morning, police are on the lookout for 2 underage boys who they believe are connected to a shooting that happened in Northwest D.C. right by the Columbia Heights neighborhood. Officials say the boys are driving an older model Mercedes car. No word yet so far on if there were any victims in the shooting. If you have any information, though, you are urged to call 911 immediately. Remember, you can always do so anonymously. Well, this is just one of 3 back-to-back shootings in the district in under 2 hours, guys. There was another shooting just before midnight on P Street in Northwest, and then another around 11 p.m. on First Street Southwest, all across the district. These are all developing investigations. We're keeping an eye on them for you, and we'll get you any new information as we get it into our newsroom. In the meantime, making the city safer is perhaps the top concern right now for leaders here in D.C. 13-year-old Karan Blake, whose case we've been following very closely, is among over a dozen people killed in the district this year. That's around 5 more than this time last year. But it isn't just the homicides. Non-lethal crime is also up. as the number of assaults with a dangerous weapon has risen 11% during the same period. Sexual assaults have gone up a staggering 200%. Yesterday morning, Mayor Muriel Bowser led a discussion on violent crime with advisory neighborhood commissioners. They're local elected leaders, very hyper-local elected leaders here in the district. She wanted to try and find some sort of solution. Bowser says there's an impression that the city is just as violent now as when it used to be the murder capital of the nation, but she strongly disagrees with that.
And that is not us right now. But how I feel when I go across the city and people are asking me about robberies, gunshots, and homicides, randomness, juveniles being harmed, I feel almost a greater anxiety than I did at that time.
Police Chief Robert Conti, Chief of Police here in D.C., notes that overall, he's putting things into perspective, the number of violent crimes in the district this year is actually down 6% compared to last year. Your time now, 8:05. We have just passed the one-year anniversary of that shooting at Magruder High School. It's in Montgomery County that left a student injured and placed the school on lockdown. Then 17-year-old Stephen Austin Jr., up here on your screen, had brought a ghost gun to school, shooting and critically injuring a fellow student in the bathroom. Austin pled guilty to all charges. He was sentenced to 40 years in prison, with all but 18 years suspended from that sentence. County police say this was the first school shooting in the county's history. Definitely a grim milestone there. All right, we're going to stay in Maryland's largest county, where once again students there have been confronted by another act of anti-Semitic vandalism. This time it happened right inside of a classroom at Silver Creek Middle School. Our Yamari Sase spoke with parents who are fed up with this repeating cycle of hate speech.
This has to stop, and I'm angry.
Frustration growing amongst parents of students at Silver Creek Middle School, especially those who are part of the Jewish community.
That creates a climate of fear. No child should ever have to be afraid of going into their school that they're going to see a symbol of hate.
In a letter to families, the principal says a swastika drawing was found on a desk in one of their classrooms and it was removed quickly. She wrote, "As a no place for hate school, we find this behavior to be unacceptable and against the core values we embrace at Silver Creek."
It's important that the school leadership is proactive and telling people early and taking it seriously, and clearly she is. But this is the kind of hate that nobody should tolerate.
This is one of many acts of anti-Semitism Montgomery County has seen over the last year. In December, anti-Semitic graffiti was found at Walt Whitman High School.
But this now feels like a pattern that is significant and systemic. It feels as if there is now an acceptance in the population of hate speech and anti-Semitism, that it is okay to do, maybe even cool, maybe even will get someone attention. That's very dangerous.
Joel Rubin is also the vice mayor in Chevy Chase. He's calling on leaders across the county and the community to not only speak out, but to learn about the history behind it.
Here on the town council, we're grappling with it. What are actionable items to take to really ensure that there's strong education, that people understand that this is not to be tolerated, and that we turn back this tide of hate, this hate that we've seen in our social media, in our politics, throughout our society now, the last half dozen years in particular.
And he's hoping he can send a message by standing up and speaking out.
As my middle daughter said yesterday, another incident, another swastika. It's almost a sense that this is just so common and pervasive, and she has to deal with it. I think that the critical thing to remember is that we never should accept hate. We should always stand up aggressively against it, and we should not have fear.
Reporting in Montgomery County, I'm Yamari Sase, DC News Now.
All right, Yamari, thank you. Well, in response to this incident, the superintendent of Montgomery County Public Schools, Dr. Munifa McKnight, made an official statement condemning the vandalism, saying in part, as a community, we must speak loudly and together against anti-Semitism and all acts of hate and racism. Our differences make us stronger and better and make our community an exciting place to live. There is no room for hate. All right, a quick national update for you. The FBI has found more classified documents at President Biden's home in Delaware. After 13 hours, the search overseen by the Justice Department turned up multiple more papers, some dating back to Biden's time as vice president. It is certainly creating a political headache for the president as he prepares to launch his re-election bid. It also complicates the investigation already going on into classified documents found in former President Donald Trump's Florida home.